Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. I
Yeah.
like I missed for some reason like daylight savings time, so
Oh,
I called
really?
earlier. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, and we kind of wasted
Yeah.
an hour of our day, because
Mhm. Yeah. But were
sleeping
you
has
able to
little to
sleep
do with
okay, or
business.
you do you feel like you're a little bit kind of behind
I feel like
now?
I'm behind, so do you mind if we maybe like cut it like short? Cause
What do you want to do? We could speak next week. It's fine. We always speak anyway, so I don't put
actually, I was
it.
thinking about next week. Like I had something to do next week, so is it possible that we
Mhm.
just cut it short this week and next week we skip it?
So we could either do one thing. We could either not speak this week, or because then it's not gonna count as a session if I cut it short, unless you stay on the line. And then next week, I
Okay,
don't
so
want you
let's
to miss
speak
2 weeks
this
in a
week.
row. You said what?
So let's speak this week, and next week
Okay. And then next week we could. I'll just phone call you next week. Okay, so I'll put that as a cancellation next week, which is fine because I always speak to you and you are pretty consistent, so it's not a problem. Yeah. So overall, I mean, I could catch up with you for like a few minutes, and then
No, it's okay.
I
It's all right. I feel like the day's
okay,
been wasted anyway.
yeah,
We could can I just skip next week? Cause
yeah, you
I
can
was
skip next week.
planning
That's
on
fine. I
doing
could put
something.
actually, I'm gonna put the note in next week. I mean, for next week, so that I know not to call you. Which is good because this is the way it should be. If somebody doesn't want a session the following week, it's good for us to know in advance. Like that, it actually counts as a cancellation as opposed to a no-show. So that's actually a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. So I know we have daylight savings time, so that means that it's gonna get darker a lot sooner now. About an hour earlier, it's gonna get darker, which sucks. I think they need to skip daylight savings time. I think they need to just leave it alone.
Why? What do you mean?
Because I don't think it is beneficial, especially in the winter time. Now it's gonna get darker quicker, because we should be like right now. It's supposed to be technically it's supposed to be 1 o'clock, but it's 12 o'clock. So
Yeah, so
that
they
means
they
that
did that so it gets, so it's still light out when people are like walking home or whatever.
no, that's not what it is. It's the opposite. It's actually the opposite. We get one less out. We technically have because right now it's supposed to be 1 o'clock, right? But it's 12. So that means that instead of it getting darker, getting darker at like 5 o'clock, it's gonna get darker like at 4. So we are basically missing an hour. So that's what sucks about it. If anything, it should be the other way around, right? Because it gets darker in the winter time. But I feel like they do the opposite.
Oh my god, you're confusing me. Never
I'm
mind.
confusing. Yeah, so what I'm saying is technically right now it's 12 o'clock, but it's supposed to be 1 o'clock. Like before daylight savings time, around this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I know it's supposed to be 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So technically it gets darker, so that's why it gets darker quicker. I mean, it already gets darker quicker in the winter, but now it's going to get darker even quicker because we have one less hour. Um, yeah, so it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it doesn't make sense. They should just leave it alone. Well, that's just my
I
opinion.
mean, I kind of get what you're saying. Like an hour of light is like not a big deal. I don't know. It used to be more of a big deal because people didn't have electricity. I guess now they're still doing it, but
Yeah, but even kids, like the people like that go to work. Today when I leave work, it's gonna be super dark. Like it's gonna be a lot darker than it normally would be. And at 7 o'clock or 7:30, when kids have to go to school, it's going to it's going to be a lot darker as well. So that's another thing. But anyways, that's besides the point. How was your week overall?
I don't know. I feel threatened sometimes. I went shopping and this lady was screaming. I just made a note of it because it made me feel so unnerved that I made a note of it to talk to you, even though it happened at the beginning of the week about it. And I'm like, I'm not going to forget it, because sometimes when you experience a strong emotion, you don't forget, you know? Yeah. And I think that's how our memory works or something. And like, this lady was standing there screaming. I felt like she was screaming at me, and she was like screaming, I'm gonna fuck you up, bitch, this and that, or the other thing, in the store. And it was just so unnerving, and just these people like here are so tense. And it's just like anytime like I went to go pick up Dima's like medications, and there's like a line there, like really long line, and then they make you like, and I don't know, it's not my luck. Like, what the kind of luck is that? Like, and my feet hurt, and it's like I feel like they know my feet hurt. That's why they're there online. Like, I don't know. Like, it's, and also like, you know, I don't know. Like, these people walk around, they try to like start like things. They try to instigate, you know, and it takes like a whole lot of reserve to not involve yourself in this. And I feel like if you keep passing up on having this emotional connection with like, just, I mean, they're not, you know, but they're neighbors, and you know, they're people, that it takes like away from your life, of like, it takes a part of, you know, your social persona away, like, you know. And I'm sick of it. I really fucking hate this neighborhood, and I hate aggressive people. I don't know what they're being aggressive about. It's like, I don't know, like, they feel secure being this aggressive, like just walking around and yelling and starting shit. And I know people, like, you know, and it unnerves me, because I don't know how much farther they're willing to go. What if somebody just straight up like walks up to you and punches you in the face or something? Like, it's not like a low crime neighborhood, and I really don't like it, and I'm really sick of it. And this lady, I felt threatened, is what it is. I felt threatened, and it's like, I don't know, what do I do? Like, you really get like, your heart starts racing, and you're like, you either want to fight them or you want to run away, you know, and cry or something. And I just don't know what to do either, because like, I don't think I could fight this woman. She's like really big. Like, most of the people around here are really big. Like, I feel really threatened, you know? And it's also like, it feels like this sort of aggression, if you keep taking it and taking it and taking it, you're going to want to pass it on to someone else. And I have to deal with like an epileptic at home and a small child. And sometimes they're both kind of hard to deal with, you know?
Yeah.
So this is on top of, I did have diarrhea from the same cheese that I bought, and I didn't have diarrhea from before. It's like God is punishing me for like having like this giant block of cheese. I don't know. I don't really believe in God. I just don't even know what to substitute for that word.
Yeah. I mean, so this lady just started screaming at you, like, out of nowhere? Like, what the heck?
She wasn't screaming at me. I felt like she was screaming at me, because she was so loud you could hear her throughout the store. Like, she was screaming. And the best part of it is, the store clerk, jerks that they are, they just stand there and they're like, oh, okay, why don't you call the police? Whatever, because you don't care, right? I don't know. Sometimes people, like, they get, like, and also it's like, what are you angry about? Like, what are you even angry about? You know? I feel like they need to be in therapy, not me. You know? What are you so angry and aggressive about? Because I could be aggressive and retain my manners mostly, you know? Also, I mean, why? Like, why even bother if like people are not communicating with you if they don't understand what your gripe is. Like, why bother? Why bother yelling and screaming? Like, she's trying to start something, you know, trying to start something. Or you know what? They'll like say something really mean, like why? Like, why? What did anybody ever do? What did I ever do to you? You know?
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I don't understand why people take that out on, in public places. That doesn't make sense to me.
These people are just really rude here, and I feel like it's really like they're so rude and stupid and gross. Like, why should they have any money? And also, I've been sitting here thinking, being pissed off, like, oh, I wish I had more money. And it's like the least of my worries, because I really worry about my health more and my son's education. But sometimes it combines with the thought that, why is this like crazy lady trying to start a fight, you know? And why? And I'm sure she has a lot of money, you know? And I'm like, why is this crazy lady, what does she get paid to do, you know? And it just like makes me angry. And then I came home and I started thinking about like, oh, maybe these are like, you know, I'm not terribly like, you know, because I have a black son and everything. I believe in multiculturalism and everything. But I did come home that day thinking, wow, maybe these are not my people, you know, because like I have never lived in Crown Heights before. And when I moved to Crown Heights, even when I moved to South Bronx, I really didn't like it that much. Like, people didn't take to me, you know, and the culture is a little bit different. It's a little bit ghetto. I don't know. There is such a thing. So I don't feel like I'm a criminal saying this. And I come home and I'm like, oh my God, but my people, like the Ukrainians and the Russians, they're killing each other. They're just straight up killing each other. Like, they're destroying like territory. Like Dima's mom says, like their electricity is off for like 4 hours a day, you know? And they destroyed, like Putin destroyed the Russian economy. So I don't know what kind of growth, you know, they're going to have now. And I remember them. I remember like that culture. Like, I remember like seasonal, you know, holidays and stuff. And I remember like my family. And I just feel very upset. I feel very upset about my life. You know, like I'm coping with it. And sometimes I bag it all up just to get through my day, because I do have a lot to do during the day. So I do get pissed off if like I don't get enough sleep, or if you know, like today, like dummy me, I didn't look at the calendar, and I wasn't looking at my phone or my computer for the time. I was looking up at my wall clock, and I sat there for like an hour, and I was neither this way or nor that way. I was trying to relax and like doodle, and my doodle came out wrong because I was like tense, like, oh, this lady, I'm gonna miss this call, and then like, oh my God, she's gonna think something's wrong with me, she's gonna call the ACS or something. And you know, I just feel stressed out. I feel stressed out. I feel like I deserve better, and I don't know how to demand it. And I might turn into like one of these vicious people that like bottles it all up, and then given the opportunity, because, you know, we're all like kind of like tools, you know, people use each other. I'll get on the right team and I'll just like destroy these people trying to get at me. Like, maybe like I'll call the police next time I hear somebody yelling like that, because that's messed up. Like, why don't they call the cops? Like, she's obviously disturbing people, you know? And it's just like these people are like cool with these tones and these manners, you know? And this is on top of there's always yelling in the hallway too. Like, this week there wasn't. Thanks God. Should I thank God for that there wasn't this week so much, you know, yelling? But there's always like banging on the door or something, and I just don't know like how to deal with them, because I feel like these people don't like me or something either. Like, if I come up to them and I tell them, listen, can you like I told you, I had that incident when they were partying, and I'm like, please lower the volume. And that was like, I looked at her face. It was nothing like weird in the dialogue. And I asked them, please, can you like lower the volume? And they just told me they were going to beat me up. And nobody cares about that. Wow, and I still remember that too. But like, say I would leave the garbage, you know, I, like every other freaking neighbor in this hallway, would leave the garbage. I get the garbage thrown at me.
Wow.
You know, so it's like double standards. It's these double standards that bother me. These double standards. You know?
Yeah, that's completely.
And I honestly, like, I don't know. Don't call me paranoid, please. But I feel threatened. Like, why is this woman yelling like that? Like, why? I'm gonna beat you up, yelling, cursing, whatever. Like, I don't know. You know? It takes a toll on my health. Living here takes a toll on my health and my son's health.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm not being a snot or anything. It's like, it's aimed at me.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I could see how you feel threatened living there. Yeah. Is there any way they wouldn't allow you to transfer? Does it have to be, what are the conditions for you to maybe transfer to like a different location? Under what conditions are you allowed to transfer?
They not under no conditions. There's like no conditions for transfer.
Oh, okay.
I'm lucky. I have a house like over my head.
Yeah.
I'm not like homeless, because you know.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because but they don't allow, especially now that well, I don't know, I'm not too familiar with NYCHA, but I think that when your son gets a little bit older,
No. It's
No?
it's not. Yeah, this is a 1-bedroom. It's fine. It's you know, I don't want to make it worse. It's just me. Like it's just me, really. It's not like I can't say anything how this works for anybody else, but this is the way it worked for me. You know? And this woman, like, who's to say she wasn't a real threat? Who's to say if I didn't like ask her please calm down or something? Because the store clerk didn't do it, like, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to enjoy like my 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I popped out for 10 minutes to get some like Christmas decorations or something. And who's to say she wouldn't pop me? You know. Because I feel like I know that's what she's there for. Like, she wanted me to say something, then she'd pop me, you know. And I don't feel good about that. I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I feel better. There's like not enough police here. I feel better when there's police around. I feel better walking around in these streets with these people when there's police around, because like when there's police around, people act decent. Like there was a parade recently, and there was a lot of police, and people were acting nicer, you know.
Yeah. I can understand that. I can understand how having more police presence makes someone feel a bit safer, because there's usually more order. When there's police around, there's usually more order, and people, for the most part, tend to kind of behave, or at least be more aware of their behavior. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, but I feel like you are definitely entitled to feel how you feel, especially being in your position, right, where you are technically a single mother raising a child. You know, you have your child to be concerned about. You know, like you don't really have support and everything else like that. So that's another thing that factors into it.
I don't want like my kid to be brought up with hostility, like, you know.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. And I think that the store clerk should have done a little bit more. Like, I think that they should have been a bit more intentional about diffusing, calling the cops.
I hate that store.
doing
Honestly, I
something.
shop there because I have to. Like a lot of things in my life. Like I hate that store.
Mhm.
I really do. I hate the people that work there. I just do it because I have to. You know, I have to get things for me and my son, and the store is there. You know?
Mhm. Yeah. 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 And how did Halloween go for Patrick? Did you manage to have a small party? Did he go trick or treating?
We just we had a small party, and yeah, it was all right. I feel like we did most of the celebrating like during the month. We did a lot of crafting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we dragged it out instead of just waiting for that one day. So yeah, Halloween was it like last week? Oh yeah, it was last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Mhm.
it's like the middle of November now because I'm thinking about like how to budget like Christmas because I have to start thinking about it now, you know, and you know, so that kind of keeps me busy, you know. So I've been busy doing that, and we're doing multiplication.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like right now he's playing a video game because I'm here, but
Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Yeah, are you gonna put up like a Christmas tree and stuff like that? I think I'm going to start decorating next week. I love Christmas. I love like the lights and the decorations and everything else. Do you plan on decorating for Christmas? Or do you
yeah,
plan
I
to
actually
find some
took my
Christmas
tree
decor?
out like because I just wanted to make sense of it, so I took my tree out early, and
Mhm.
I'm glad I did because I have to replace the lights on it. Some of the lights
Mhm.
are dead.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I
Because I wanted to
yeah. I think
like
I'm gonna.
save money on it, so I put like because I have like a 6 foot tree, but I wanted a 4 foot tree. So I like put a different base on it and took the bottom part away. So now,
Mhm.
yeah, so that took me a minute. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a little early, but it's like mine's up already. I just have to fix the lights on it. Yeah, but that was the only thing that I put up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, like I enjoy my little space that I have here. Like I enjoy it. I just feel like I need more civility from like um you know, like other people. Like they just, you know, sometimes it's like I don't know, like somebody wants to say, like everybody wants to say what's wrong with her, but I don't know, like what the hell, like sometimes it's like straight out like that, like people just yelling and like you. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that the good thing is that you are going to be, I guess, distracting yourself a bit with the Christmas decor and putting on Christmas. I feel like Christmas is a happy holiday, at least for me. I think it could be difficult. Holidays can be difficult for people that don't necessarily have family members and stuff like that. I think it could be very, very difficult. But I think that with you, although you don't necessarily have family support, you have your son, you know, like you
I have
your
friends.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know for a fact you do anything for your son, and you try to make him happy. And even though it's a small family, yeah, it's a good thing. So I think that that's the beauty
yeah, that's how I get by. And I just feel like a coward sometimes, not questioning more, like not questioning
Mhm.
what's the issue.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think that yeah, I think that the fact that you're thinking about Christmas and decorating already is the beginning of November. I think that's a good thing. I think that it's good that you're already kind of planning for Christmas, planning to decorate. So I think that your mind is in the right place. Yeah, because other people, they look at things so negatively. Other people might be in your position. They might feel like, you know what, I'm so not happy right now, or I'm so annoyed by everything that's going on that I'm not going to even, I don't care for Christmas, or I don't care to decorate, or I don't care to put up a Christmas tree, and I think that you have the opposite approach. That despite the challenges that you are going through, you're still thinking about, you know what, I'm gonna make this a good Christmas for myself and for my son.
Yeah,
So, that's the
like
right attitude.
feel like, but sometimes our feelings are misleading. Like I feel like I'm gonna just tackle everything, like take the bull by the horns, and everything's gonna come my way, and life is gonna be beautiful. But sometimes feelings are misleading. I'm not that diluted that I'm gonna immerse myself in like anything and really feel great about it, because I really feel uncomfortable. Like I feel insecure with all the crap going on. So that's why I'm talking to you right now, because like I don't even really know how to say what I'm trying to say, but it's just like discomfort, like kind of, and like especially like with Thanksgiving coming up, like I bought this block of cheese. I'm not lactose intolerant, and it was delicious. Next week I buy same brand from the same store, block of cheese, and it's diarrhea. And it's like I don't feel secure with, like I feel very insecure, on top of like not, like I can't, like I have to budget, like I could get by, and I have friends that'll help me if I need something, but on top of like having the budget, like I don't feel secure with like any of my purchases. Like this is not like like it's so much more serious if you were me, because like I'm laughing at myself, because when I say it, it sounds like fluff, like BS. But if you were to like live like with me, or like watch like any of this, you'd be like, wow, this is difficult, and it's not her fault.
Yeah. Yeah. And I agree with you. I do think that you are in a difficult and tough situation. I 100% agree. Yeah. But
I don't know. I sound like a
I mentioned,
complainer. Maybe I should just like I should
I mean, it's
cut it
okay to
short, because
complain
I just
about it,
complaining.
because at the end of the day, despite the fact that you are complaining about it, which is good, like anybody would be annoyed if they were going through what you are going through, like that this is not something that you just kind of hold in. You have every right to feel that way, but I do see the positive in how you handle the situation. Like just earlier, I mentioned that despite what you are going through right now, you are looking for.
I mean, we get by,
You're still trying to have, you're still trying to have a positive outlook on life, and that's important. I think that that's the most important thing. Is trying
Well, it's hard to not like Christmas, and it's hard not to like celebrating.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, yeah, I enjoy that, but like sometimes I even feel guilty for like enjoying that, because I'm like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, am I like overlooking the bigger picture or something,
No. No, I think that sometimes you do overthink a little bit. I think that it's good that you are, going to decorate, and that you are going to put your Christmas tree up. You can't just dwell in the negativity that's happening in your life. You have to take matters into your own hands, like you are doing. You're going to put up like your
That's what I'm saying. I'm like complaining. I feel like it would just like do something, or just like stop complaining, Ilona, because like Like, what is Dania gonna do because you're complaining?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're just expressing your feelings, you know? And I don't
I
necessarily see it as
guess.
complaining. I see it more as you expressing something that's bothering you. And I do that all the time for
Yeah,
myself.
like I feel like I'm
Like,
just doing this, like just in case you didn't know, you know. But you know, I don't know if you really know, or you know, if you really care, like you know. And I don't. I mean, like you know. So
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
not
I
like
mean,
horrible, you know, like nothing
mm-hmm.
like horrible happened or anything. It's just
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh god, enough of this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, this is maddening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that you have every right. You have every right to feel how you feel. Yeah. And you have every right to complain about it or talk about it. To me, it's more about expressing your feelings and expressing how you feel about the situation as opposed to complaining. Or else I would say that all my clients complain, right? Like people express their feelings and they talk about things that are bothering them. And that's how I see it. And I think it's perfectly healthy. And I think it's actually a good thing, you know? Yeah. But I also see, like I said, I think it's great that you are going to decorate and you're not going to just let all these other things that's happening hold you back, and you're going to decorate for Christmas, and you're still going to look at the positive side of things. And I think that that's important too. So I think that that's definitely a good thing. So, well, that's that. But I definitely will follow up with you in 2 weeks. I won't call you next week. You get the day off. And then I'll follow up with you the following week. All right, Ilona?
Okay, take care.
All right, bye-bye.